Welcome back to Adventures with Bam. I'm Brent Billings.
And I'm Maggie Billings.
And this episode has us celebrating Maggie's birthday in Spokane.
Yes.
In close proximity to our new home. So we had booked this Airbnb because I was supposed to do some Hoop Fest photography. Hoop Fest is, I believe, the world's largest 3-on-3 basketball tournament in Spokane. It's an absolute madhouse. I wouldn't be surprised if there's 1 million people there. I don't know. It's so many people. I don't think it's actually that many, but it's got to be hundreds of thousands. There's so many people downtown.
Hoop Fest is a big deal.
It is huge. People fly in from all over the place. It's crazy.
Bonkers.
And there's all age brackets. So it's like, from the littlest kids who can like barely like dribble a ball to like super serious players. So cool time. And we decided, hey, this is we're close to Maggie's birthday. So let's make a weekend of it.
This was months ago,
This was months ago. Yeah. So we booked an Airbnb on the South Hill, and we thought, like, maybe we'll just kind of like check out the South Hill neighborhood and kind of see what things are like around there and get some ideas.
Yeah, we were like mostly joking. We were like, oh, haha, let's go about Spokane to see if we want to live there.
So we're heading there on a Friday. I am supposed to shoot Saturday morning. And Friday, we are like negotiating the final moments of our back and forth for the house. And like we dropped the boys off with my mom and then went to a Qdoba and signed the papers and then went to the Airbnb. And the Airbnb is like 2 blocks away
it's right
from
there.
The Sumner house.
It's so close.
Yeah. Like I don't understand. Whatever. We almost canceled it because we're like, maybe we should save the money. But it turns out I booked it non-refundable. And I've never wanted to refund anything before. But turns out we show up and once again, so we walk in and it's like, oh, this place hasn't been cleaned, but it's also not dirty.
It's not dirty.
Like there's nothing anywhere. There's, a full bag of trash that has already been taken out of the trash bin and is just sitting on the kitchen floor. And then all of the linens were stripped from the bed, taken out of the bathroom and like in a pile. So everything was like pretty tidy,
yeah,
but it just wasn't.
Yeah.
Somebody had not been in there to clean, clearly. So we called the owner and he's like, oh my gosh, well, how about this? I can like comp you the first night and then here, I'll tell you where to like find the sheets for the bed. It's like, that's great. I will make a bed for $200.
Yeah.
It's like, why did that happen? And it was like, of all the, like for an Airbnb that wasn't cleaned, just
so clean,
the ideal scenario.
Yeah.
There was nothing wrong with it.
It was not gross. There was not hair in the shower. Like nothing was dirty or gross. It was literally just like the linens on the floor and like nothing was stinky. Yeah.
Just one more blessing that we've had in the process of getting this house. So we get to spend the weekend there. I'm, a few minutes drive away from where I need to be for Hoop Fest. We got to have lunch at like the little nearby breakfast spot. We went to church at St. John's Cathedral. We got to listen to the bells a lot.
On the way in to St. John's, you're like, we took some engagement pictures here. And I was like, did we? I don't really remember that. And then on the way out afterward, I like looked up at the tower from the door that we exited through. And I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I remember we took a photo right here.
Yeah.
Completely forgot about that. This is 14 years ago. Also, we went, so Lad and Carly were there too, because, Carly's training me for this new job. So while you were taking pictures at Hoop Fest, she came over to the Airbnb and we sat and did some training. And then she had to go pick up Lad from the airport anyway. So she gets him from the airport and then, we all go to lunch together and then went for a walk. And then our walk, we end up on Cliff Drive and we need to pull that photo up and double check. But I'm 99% positive that spot on Cliff Drive is where one of our engagement photos is too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it makes sense now because it's like, okay, Manitou was right there. St. John's was right there. Yeah, like that's probably where Luenga took us to take the pictures. So just these cool moments where it was like, oh, wait, we actually like have memories here that I completely forgot about. in this, like right here in this neighborhood.
Yeah, pretty wild. And also the other thing was we did the Wolf Lodge birthday dinner tradition.
The tradition formerly known as Wolf Lodge birthday dinner.
Wolf Lodge burnt down. So we were at Cedars, which I had never been to before.
Nor I.
The floating restaurant in Coeur d'Alene. And somebody there paid for our dinner because they wanted to bless us as we're getting into our house.
Oh my gosh.
Just unbelievable. Unending. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like God has just like been like paving the way for this to work.
Oh
it's
my
so
goodness.
Crazy. Yeah. It just feels the whole thing. And I told you, I think last night, there's still a part of me currently, like as we record, that's kind of like waiting for the other shoe to drop because this just feels too good to be true. Like we've been looking for a while. We haven't been in the position to like pull the trigger for, very long at all because we were waiting on the estate to get settled and the Detroit house to sell and, all these other things to kind of get done. But we've been looking for a long time and just had not found anything. So then to find something and have it be as good as this is. I mean, leaving Moscow is hard, and those emotions are in a little box right now that I think I will open up once the whirlwind of getting moved has died down.
Yeah, as we record this, we are still 3 days from closing.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's only 3 days.
I know.
It's horrifying.
But by the time this comes out, we will hopefully have been in the house for like 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's still lots to do. We're packing and trying to get this like all buttoned up, this place all buttoned up and ready to rent. And there's, not big projects, but just like a lot of little projects, some painting and some ceiling fans and those things are hard to do when you're also trying to like pack and parent and do baseball. So I think that once we get moved to the new house in Spokane, we'll come back down to a few days here to knock out, painting and stuff in an empty house. Will be a little bit easier. So
do you think we could board Maple for the next few days, but also board the boys with all the German Shepherds?
Oh man, they would love it.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Just drop them all off at one place.
I know. I think it'd be great.
I think the three of them would sleep. They would play harder and sleep better than they ever have in their lives.
Yeah, I think so.
You know what? Darius has been really helpful with packing, actually.
That's true. Yeah, he's been labeling boxes and doing stuff. Yeah.
And he started going through a cabinet tonight and was like, okay, do you want to keep this or donate it? And I just told him what I wanted and he did it. And so, yeah, so he's doing great. So I have another drawer that I'll put him on tomorrow. And so they're great. Great boys, doing their best.
Well, and one final blessing is that after we left Spokane, Sunday morning after we went to church, we went to the Museum of Arts and Culture. Oh,
yeah, that was so great.
There was an exhibit that they had that had been extended, and this was the last day of the extension. But 7 different people built out of Lego all of these Spokane landmarks, including St. John's Cathedral. So I was like, we gotta go check this out. And they were even bigger than I imagined.
Huge.
Yeah, like probably tens of thousands of pieces. I mean, just massive building. None of these things were like official sets. So it's all just like the creators came up with these designs on their own.
Pretty wild.
Really crazy, but absolutely beautiful. So we went to that and we looked through all the exhibits. There were like, there's 5 different rooms. So it took us a couple hours. And then we went over to the Campbell house, which was actually one of the 7 Lego sets, and spent some time in there. And it was just a delightful little museum experience.
Yeah, I had no idea that place existed, but I'm glad I know now.
So we're quickly learning about all of the delightful things to do in Spokane. But then what I was going to say is after we left there, we're going to pick up the boys, but they're not at my mom's house. They are at like I don't even know what it was for. Some kind of a cookout situation for something at the house, at this other house in Coeur d'Alene. So we go there, and so we got free lunch.
Yeah.
So just one, one extra little thing.
God's taking care of us right now.
I think the only thing that did not go our way this weekend is that they raised the price on boarding Maple at the place in Coeur d'Alene.
But they were really nice about it and about her. They were like, she's so great. We love when she comes.
Yeah.
And if you guys move up here, we can see her more. I was like, well, we'll actually see her less because we can leave her home for a couple hours at a time if we're going from Spokane to Coeur d'Alene. But if we're coming up from Moscow to Coeur d'Alene, probably not going to leave Maple at home. So
yeah.
Alas, it's nice. It's nice to be loved.